Hi everyone, welcome to Healing Moments with Spirit. I'm Jackie, and today I am bringing through a message from Archangel Metatron, and it has to do with the topic of outcomes and expectations. He wants to ask the question of, are you leaving room for spirit when you are making choices? And the first time he brought this to me was a couple years ago, and even now it's just as interesting and compelling of a topic as it was back then, because we are always constantly being challenged to think about where our perceptions are when it comes to making a choice about something. He reminds me that what happens as a human being, again, working from a 3D, a 4D, or a 5D perspective, if you're in the 3D perspective and all of a sudden the root chakra is feeling warning signals like, like danger, I have a dilemma and I need some help, that what happens is you go into a fight or flight mode, which jacks up your nervous system, which does not help you to stay calm and make good choices. Or you end up moving into a default system or a habit or pattern that you typically make a decision from. And what that might look like is, I don't have enough time. I have to make that decision right now. Or these are the only choices that I have. Or I don't trust myself to be able to hear the right answer to that question. It's almost like you get this repetitive thing in your mind that is telling you what you've heard over and over and over again. And what he's challenging us to do today is to recognize that this is a default, to recognize that it could be from false conditioning or from beliefs and patterns that are stemming from a trauma that goes way back. And he's saying that when you trust in your own inner guidance, that you can tap into a resource of unlimited answers and opportunities. He's reminding me that it's very easy as a human in 3D to get lost. But he says when you consciously choose to go into the fourth density or the fifth density of perspective, you're rising above the vibration to which the dilemma was created. That's an Albert Einstein. A problem cannot be solved at the same vibration to which it was created. Metatron is saying it's the same thing. Wherever the dilemma originated from, or the question or the concern came from, that vibration is not going to give you the solution, the answer, or the opportunity. And we could be talking about anything. We could be talking about a career choice. We could be talking about a creative endeavor that you're trying to do, love or relationship information. We could be talking about travel choices that you're trying to make. It could literally be anything that you're talking about, to where you are asking yourself, are you making the decision that is actually in your highest good? Because sometimes, and believe me, I get tested with this all the time. I know that there are things that I choose to do, even though I know that they're not in my best interest. It's because I feel this pressure. And I believe that the pressure, again, is coming from that third dimensional density. It's coming from the collective. But when I stop and I go into my heart and I ask myself, how does it feel? then I notice that there's a change. I realize that it probably does need to be looked at from a different perspective in order for me to make sure that I'm moving in the direction that is in alignment with what I have the potential of becoming or doing. So what Metatron would like to do with us today is bring through a short meditation time so that when you have this struggle, when you feel like you are faced with a question, a concern, or a decision to make, and you really don't know, is this? What is this? He's saying you can utilize this technique in order to adapt it to any one of your concerns. So if you're not in a position to do this now, then you can always come back to this later. Quantum healing is super effective no matter when you watch it. But if you're ready, just take a moment and close your eyes, giving yourself permission to tap into right here, right now, your own breath. And anything else that might be distracting, just imagine that there's a veil between you of love that allows it to disconnect until this is over. And when you feel that cool air come in through the nostrils, pull it all the way down into your lungs and feel that expansion. And then a nice long slow exhale to relax, and we release our fight or flight. No tension right now, just relaxation. And now I'd like you to drop from your head into your heart. And I'd like you to pull from the head whatever this concern is, whatever this question or dilemma might be, and pull it down into your heart. And this is only happening in your mind. This is you being creative and utilizing this visualization to just pull it into your heart by just feeling the heart chakra, that space within your chest. And then residing in that space is Archangel Metatron's energy. Imagine that he is within your heart chakra, providing his beautiful Merkaba of love, healing, and answers. And you're going to step into his Merkaba. And a Merkaba is two triangles, one on top of the other. The top one spins to the right and the bottom one spins to the left. And it holds a beautiful vibration and frequency of his love. And so in your heart, stepping into the Merkaba and trusting that he is holding a beautiful, sacred, safe space for you right there. If there are certain colors that you feel coming in around you, maybe other geometric shapes that are coming in, maybe different sounds that are coming in, just allow that to happen as Metatron is bringing that then through for you, whatever is appropriate at this time. And now bring in from your mind again, whatever that is. Whatever that is, we're bringing it into the heart, into the Merkaba, into that space. And he asks you now, how does it feel? He's asking you, is this dilemma even yours? or does it belong to someone else? He says if it belongs to someone else, then imagine placing a beautiful intention of light around it, of love around it, and send it back to the person to whom it belongs. He says if the answer is that it is yours, then ask yourself this question. How does the whole situation make me feel? Does it make me feel comfortable? Does it make me feel secure? Does it make me feel complete? When you are working with something that does not necessarily make you feel grounded and secure, comfortable and complete, then it's easier to come out of harmony and then to respond in a way that is out of alignment. So he says it's important to come into this space and to gather your feelings right here so that you can be more clear, so that you can create the intention that is appropriate at the time. If the dilemma that you've got is yours and it actually makes you feel comfortable, but you still are looking for the right answer, the right direction or path to go, then visualize each one. And as you visualize each one at a time, pull it also into the Merkaba and ask yourself how each one makes you feel. And then trust that your body, that inner guidance, is going to give you, through the feeling of sensation, what is in the best potential for you. And sometimes it might be, the answer might be something that shocks you. But the thing is Spirit has an amazing way of taking us in and around. You know, sometimes we think we have to climb the mountain, and he's like, no, sometimes we're actually going to take you in the river that runs around it. Sometimes it's going to be a tunnel that actually goes through the mountain, right? And then sometimes it actually is doing the hard work and climbing and, you know, picking away and chugging away all the way up and over. But whatever it might be, as long as you check in with your guides, your inner guidance, your inner higher self, you're going to be led in the direction that is meant for you to take you to that high potential of resolution. Feeling amazing when you get there. Yes, it's uncomfortable in the decision-making time, but you can make that easier, Metatron says, by coming into your heart, connecting with him there, and asking these questions, and giving yourself time to listen. Listen to the answers. And then trust and know. It is there that we find home. And that might be foreign to you guys if you are looking at everything externally as your environment and your home. So I'm going to challenge you today to imagine that the heart center is your home, and that your full memory is there, waiting for you to connect with it and to ask these questions for clarity. You can spend as long as you need in a space like this. For some of you, it might just take seconds. For other, it may take a little bit longer, maybe a lot longer. Depends on what it is. But this is what Metatron is offering you guys today. Are you leaving room for Spirit to work its magic? Or are you just making decisions because you feel like you're stuck and you have no other choice? His response to that is, guess what? There's always another option if the options that you're looking at aren't what's meant for you. All right. I hope that Metatron's message is helpful for you today. I do encourage you guys that if you're used to watching Spirit World Insights, this Thursday I'm going to be talking about joint repair, understanding where the pain in the joints come from. All right, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you would like to receive more information and notification on these videos. Thanks for watching. Bye. Thank you, Metatron.